I'm here at BGG 2014 with Todd and Stuart from Hilaria and Ludi. And how are you doing?
We're doing great.
Having a good time.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, very much.
And they're going to show us a game that just debuted at the con called Gambitz. There's books. So tell us a bit about the game.
Well, it's a game where the players build up the stacks of cards by rank, 9s, 10s, 1s, 3s, etc., scoring points as they play. And then the court cards, we have king, queen, bishop, knight, and castle, like the chess pieces. And they have powers that factor into the game where stacks can be locked and unlocked, and you can get new cards. And
momentum can change in the game.
Yep. And you play until all the cards are out that can be played, and high score wins. That's the basics.
2 to 8 players, 10 to 15 minutes, typical game.
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of age range have you played it with? Would the game be good for?
We could see 8-year-olds to seniors, everyone in between. Social game. It's quick, fun. Got some strategy to it, but not the kind you have to think about for 3 or 4 minutes a move.
Okay. Perfect. Well, why don't you show us a bit about how the game plays out?
Okay, so where we're at now is we're building up these stacks. Some of them haven't even been started yet. The sixes, when there were 3 6s, and so a queen was played on them. I was able to play a queen and lock that stack. And so whoever is holding or will draw from this deck and hold that 4th 6 can't play it now because the queen locks it. Now, the 2nd or 3rd bishop that's played, the bishop's power is that it allows you to move a queen to another stack of 3. So if it turns out later in the game maybe that I draw the 6 and I want to move it, if I can play the 2nd bishop is already out, so this would be the 3rd bishop, then I can move the queen to another stack of 3 and play that 6. The knights, the 2nd and 3rd knights have the power of letting you discard the remaining cards in your hand and draw fresh from the deck.
So
but the 2nd and 3rd knights are already out.
Right. Just to say, so for instance, if you had a 6 in your hand and it's locked, playing the 3rd knight, 2nd and 3rd knight allows you to discard that 6 back into the deck and refresh your hand.
Right, and for this particular game, that option is off the table because the 2nd and 3rd knight are already out.
Correct.
They've already been played.
Correct.
The power of the castles is that it's the one stack that the queen can't be played on. So the castles can't be locked, which means if you have a castle in your hand, it's always playable. So it's a safe card for a safe place. King doesn't have any powers, he's just worth points.
Points. And the queen can only be played as the 4th card on any rank. It doesn't have its own rank or itself. And you always hold a hand of 3, every player. I'm right now holding the 1, the castle, and an 8. 1s are out. There's 2 out. I could make a move with the 1 and play the 3rd one and get a trip, we call it, a triplet. That's a score of 3.
Right.
To replenish my hand.
Right, because the scoring, it's not only the card you play, it's when it's played. So like the first queen out is worth 7 points, and then the remaining queens are worth 5 points. So that's an incentive to get that first queen out.
We have a nice cheat card here for players to understand the values.
It's 60 playing cards. It's 4 suits. The suits are colors, and then each suit is 1 through 10 plus the 5 court cards. And then there are also 2 cards that are reference cards for the points, and 2 cards that are reference for the powers that the cards have. So in the number cards, the first number card out gets no points. The next one, the second one, like this 5, is worth a point when it's played. And the 3rd one is worth 3 points. So you want to be the person to play the 3rd one.
And the 4th card played to close a rank is worth 1 point.
Okay, so it's to me. So I have, in my hand, I have the 2 and the 3, and then I also have a king. And what I'm going to do is I could play the 2nd 2 for a point, or I could play the 4th 3 for a point, but the 4th king is worth 5 points. And so I'm going to play that, partly to get the points and partly to make sure I don't get stuck with it in my hand. Because if a queen got played on the kings and locked that stack, and I couldn't find a way to play this king, I would have to eat 5 points at the end.
And are cards in your hand always worth negative points?
Yes, thanks for reminding me of that. You don't want to have cards in your hand.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.